Hey everybody, Anthony Alfredo here, and today we got a new build on iRacing that included the Mercedes Formula One car. This is really exciting for everybody in the community. We've always wanted an updated Formula One car to race. I think this is going to be a lot of fun to mess around with today. Throw up some hosteds and, of course, see some leagues and some official series as well with the car. But first glance, it looks phenomenal, super realistic. Obviously, the addition of the halo in recent times, but the car itself, just the appearance is super nice. I love the aesthetic. It'll look really great when we get some custom paints on it. So I'll be hitting up my guy John Dragonetti to make a custom paint scheme for me for some of my sponsors. But last but certainly not least, we just gotta give this thing a rip and see what it's got. So I have no idea what to expect. I've never driven a Formula One car. I did, however, make a couple laps just to get my wheel figured out and some of the um, settings right so that I could use my sequential shifters on my MPI SimMax GT wheel and stuff like that. But other than that, let's give it a rip. So I definitely want to mess around with the gearing, get that a little bit more accurate. I don't know how close this is. I know nothing about setting up a Formula One car. I obviously watch Formula One and I love it, but I don't really know how to balance the car. So I'm just using the high downforce baseline setup because it's an open setup car. So this is a little bit different than what we normally see. But one thing I've been trying to get used to is how much grip it has. Obviously it's high downforce setup, but this car itself just has a ridiculous amount of grip. You can just carry so much speed through the corner. Right now I feel like I'm flying, but I can still tell I'm underdriving the car, so it's really hard to get yourself to push more than this, especially being a stock car racer. Driving a big heavy stock car, it's hard to stop and carry a lot of roll speed through corners, especially on a road course. Makes this quite a bit different. Oh, we're gonna get cut in the course for that. That's unfortunate. It felt really cool though. This thing is unbelievable. I've never driven something so fast in my life. These low gear corners like that, you definitely got to be easy and tip into the throttle slowly just to make sure you don't have too much wheel spin, because once you get sideways in this thing, it is a handful to save. Oh, off track right here. I always forget that corner. I'm not super familiar with this track, but starting to figure it out a little bit. Yeah, definitely don't want any wheel spin, that's for sure. So you could just stand on it. I know I'm underdriving this car for sure, but I've never driven something that has this much grip, this much downforce. It's just a phenomenal feeling. Such a great experience. I can't wait to hear your feedback on this car, and obviously have more Formula One tracks on the service as well, like Red Bull Ring, from recent updates for us to use. Oh, yep. Oh, that one would have hurt if that was a real life. It's the nice part about iRacing is you have a reset button. So one thing I do want to show you though quickly is the wheel spin on this car. So if you were curious how easy it is to spin out, when you're carrying a lot of speed through the corner, or the right amount of speed, it actually has a lot of grip. But if you underdrive a corner, you actually have less grip, which makes it harder to manage the wheel spin because the car has less downforce on it and less overall grip. So this corner up here is a great example of that because it's a low speed corner, so it's a little bit harder to manage the power on exit. So if we go all the way down to second gear here, and if we were to just stand on it, see how quickly it spins around, it's crazy. So you definitely have to roll in slowly and be smooth on it, even getting up to speed. But once you're up to speed and the car is planted, it's got all that grip, you can really maximize that. This is another slower corner at this track, but some of these other ones, like these big sweeping corners, like up here, I don't know what turn number this is, so I'm not super helpful here. Yeah, that's the most throttle I've given it through there. It snapped a little bit on exit, so that's probably close to all I could get. But I'm excited to mess around with this car more and start to figure it out, run some races with people. It'll be a blast to have multiple cars on track, that's for sure. It's also got the new damage models, so that'll be exciting for a lot of us as well. Ooh, there we go. It's a little sketchy. Yeah, once you get it out of the track, it's definitely pretty tricky to get back in control. But once you figure it out, it's a lot of fun. It's really cool to have kind of a new discipline of racing here on iRacing, and I'm definitely looking forward to putting more time into this and running some races, some league events, and probably even some official races. I'd imagine we will have some, especially here during week 13. Oh, one more full send. I want to hit this fast corner before we go. But that's been it, everyone. Thank you for tuning into the video. I appreciate the support as always. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get on iRacing, check out this new car, and let me know your thoughts. Also, let me know your best lap time so I can try to beat it. Thank you guys for the support as always. I appreciate you tuning in. Let's see how fast we can go through this corner right here. Oh, that's all. Maybe we're asking a little too much out of it this time. Isn't it unreal how fast you could stop too? Awesome. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.